Hello and welcome to Kelly Legends Media. Okay, I'm going to get right into this video here. This has to do with slugs, renegade media, and dubs, but mainly for slugs. Okay, if you guys don't know who Slugs is, he has a little podcast, a little channel that he does from Mexico. Okay, and he was an upstate sureño. Anyways, he was an upstate sureño who got deported. Okay, and ended up on SNY. So he pretty much failed on being on the GP yard, but he still chooses to talk that talk, hey, G, oh, your boy's running through here and this and that. He still got that gang mentality. I think that's probably why Dubs called him Cholo. I don't know. I really don't care. Okay. But this guy made a video today shitting all over different podcasters, including myself. Basically on what qualifies an OG to help a youngster. Okay. I don't know. I'm thinking the baboso don't know that with years of being in the streets and in and out of jail and in prison, that you learn things and you learn what's good and what's bad. I've been out of prison 25 years. 25 years after living all my life in my barrio, all my life either in jail, prison, or some program for court committed program and shit. My point is, as a failure, as a drug addict, as a gang member, of things that made my life hard. Okay. Was I a failure at that? No. At that, I'm a pro. Nothing to brag about. Did that help me? Did I benefit from that? No, it didn't. All it did was waste a large portion of my life and make things hard. Very, very hard for me and my family. I've lost jobs. My family broke up. All kinds of bad things. While being incarcerated, I've lost loved ones. So I know what it is to live that life. And I try to talk about those things, including being in the streets, getting pulled up on, all that stuff, okay? And how you could end up either disabled, disfigured, or dead, or if you come out on the winning side, you either end up in good shape and free, or you end up in prison for a very, very long time. I don't know where this little paisa grew up or what his life was like, but he should probably do videos about Mexico because that's where he's at. He's not here in the mix. He's not up north in the mix. He can't be in the mix because even as a even as a failure, he failed. Says we're not qualified. OGs aren't qualified to speak on things that could benefit the youth and other people. Not just young people, but people in general, because we learn a lot through our struggles in life. So I don't know. He says something about people that dye their hair and stuff. That how could you learn anything from these? What is the criteria, dude? Let me know so I could get my shit together and make an application, to help people. After all these years, man, of living that awful life, I've been 25 years out here doing my thing. And I'm not going to brag about the things that I've accomplished or the things that I have. But dude, you don't even speak well. I have a problem speaking because of the strokes that I've had because of my illnesses and stuff. But dude, when your channel started, I couldn't understand shit that you were saying. It took a little while for me to learn Sluggo, you know, your own diverse language that you've created, you know, and you're all over the map and stuff when you speak. Took me a while, you know. I think you got the hang of it now, and you're getting better at your English in Mexico, so it's probably a good thing you went up there. But you know, I my associate's degree, I got my bachelor's degree. What type of education you got even? You know what I mean? What kind of career have you ever had? You know, I worked in the aerospace industry for years. Look, I'm not going to get in a pissing contest with you. You know what I mean? We could just have one on ignorance and stupid things people say just to make it a one-shot Hershey, man, and you'd lose. You know? So I'm not going to go on and make this a long video, because just based on your ignorance, on the way you're going after the people you're going after and the people that you're supporting, shows me that you got no clecha, homie. You got no, you don't know nothing. You're just trying to get your little channel and speak on things. Half the time, I don't think the people that are watching you really could tell that you don't know what the hell you're talking about. You know, you're out here supporting this guy, Renegade Media. It's not what his intentions are. His intentions might be good, but that's about it. Who he talks about and what he talks about is wrong. Why? Because he talks about things that are happening now, and people that aren't even fucking with him. Why is he bringing them up? You know, he don't even know these people. He's from the north. He's talking about guys from the south. You know, but if you want to support him, ponle, dale gas. You know, you're no good to us anyways, homie. And that's the truth. You know, not to the people, not to, you know. I know you're que the raza this, the raza that. Hey, homie. All the pedos happening down here with the raza, not up there in Mexico, Don. You want to help? Get your ass down here, homie, and get in the fucking front lines. You know what I mean? You know, you really don't know what's up. You don't. You know, I've been patient on opening my mouth about you, because I kind of like feel sorry, you know, pobrecito, you know, Paisita's trying to get his shit together and, you know, trying to do his thing. You know, I'm going to just let him do his thing, you know. But don't cross the wrong line, homie. The other day you made a video que, oh, okay, ahora sí, all right, pues, ahí te va. Huh, like that? Ahí te va que? Shut the, you know, come on, man. Grow up. You grow up. How old are you, dude? You know? Cause, anyways, I'm gonna end this video, dude. But you're out of line. You know, you want to go after Dubs, Renegade Media, and all these other people and stuff. You're out of both of their leagues, dude. Even on the bad side, even on the no good side, you're out of their leagues, man. Renegade Media's views are off the chart, you know. You know, I don't know. Maybe that's why you're like this to him, you know. I don't know. You want to be like him? I don't know. You know, but keep me and what I do out of your mouth. You know what I mean? Because you know nothing about where I've been, what I've done, who, you know, anything about me. You know, so watch who you judge and what you talk about. You know, I know you're way up there and nothing can be done. You know, it'd be different if you were down here. Believe me, homie, you wouldn't speak on me, I say. But anyways, pinche slugs, córtatela. Anyways, people, this is my video for today, and I hate, you know, I hate to waste a whole fucking video and episode on this baboso, but you know, they're silent. You know, this comes out with all kinds of dumb shit. Anything for views. That's why you're doing this, slugs. All for views, man. That's what you're about. You know. You know, I bring something up, it's about somebody who fucking, who's dirty, man, who's doing something dirty, you know? But you're wrong just for being, you're not the judge. I mean, you're not the YouTube fucking judge. El juez de YouTube. I'll make sure you understand. I mean, so, you know, you're not the judge, dog. You're going around just judging on just to judge, you know. I never even spoke a word about you or nothing to you or anything. I don't know where you come off, dude. You know? But anyways, do your thing, man, but keep it up, dude. You won't survive. You won't survive the career. I mean, you won't. You know. Anyways, this is my video for today. Thanks, people, for watching. I appreciate it.